Bolands Mill is located on the Grand Canal Dock in Dublin, Ireland on Ringsend Road between the inner basin of Grand Canal Dock and Barrow Street. It is currently undergoing a €150 million reconstruction to become Bolands Quay, accommodating new residences, commercial, retail, and civic spaces. The mill site includes a number of buildings. There are two six-storey stone warehouse buildings dating from the 1830s, and others on Barrow Street dating from the 1870s. The majority of the complex consists of concrete silos built between the 1940s and 1960s. The mill stopped production in 2001 and the site has been derelict since then. Within the complex of buildings, the older 19th-century stone block buildings facing onto Ringsend Road and onto Grand Canal Dock, together with two terraced houses on Barrow Street, are listed as protected buildings by Dublin City Council. The taller concrete silos on the site are not protected structures. The site is in an area dubbed Silicon Docks, as it has become an extremely popular location for high-tech multinationals such as Google and Facebook. Site control and planning. Current plans as of mid-2015. The site is currently undergoing a €150 million reconstruction that will be known as Bolands Quay, accommodating new residences, commercial, retail, and civic spaces. On the 2nd of December 2014, a site notice signed by Erica Casey was posted indicating detailed plans for the site. There are 13 points on the site notice. 1. Building A, 2 stories, on the corner of Barrow Street and Ringsend Road, will be retained and restored for retail, restaurant, cafe use. There will be new windows and a new entrance on Ringsend Road. 2. Buildings B1 B5, ranging from 5 to 8 stories, on Ringsend Road, will be retained and restored for office use, and retail, restaurant, cafe use at ground level of buildings B4 and B5. There will be new windows and new north and south entrances. 3. Building C, 6 stories, on Ringsend Road, fronting the dock, will be retained and restored for retail, restaurant, cafe use at ground level and residential above. There will be new windows, and enlarged windows and balconies to the west overlooking the water. 4. Building D, 2 stories plus basement, currently 33 and 34 Barrow Street, will be retained and restored for retail, restaurant, cafe use. 5. Factory building, 2-story brick gables, will be partially demolished, with refurbishment to match that of Building C. The building will accommodate cultural exhibition use. There will be realignments of windows and arches, and new balconies on the waterfront facade. 6. Development to include all other associated internal and external works on blocks A, B, C, D, and the factory building. 7. New office building 1, 5 stories increasing to 14 stories, fronting Barrow Street, will accommodate office use. 8. New office building 2, 5 stories increasing to 13 stories, fronting Barrow Street, will accommodate office use. 9. New residential building 3, 15 stories, will accommodate 32 bedroom units and 2 3-bedroom units, with a reception at ground floor and gym at first floor. 10. 3 new pedestrian routes from Barrow Street. New civic waterfront square adjacent to the dock. A bridge link along the dock connecting the square to McMahon Bridge. Second open space to the south of the factory building. 11. 3 levels of underground parking under buildings 1, 2, and 3, accommodating 136 cars and 350 bicycles, as well as locker and shower facilities. 12. New vehicular ramp to replace existing ramp alongside the Mason Hayes and Amp current building. 13. Demolition of existing ESB substation. Previous plans. The Bolands mill site initially had planning permission for an office, residential and retail, hotel redevelopment granted by the Dublin Docklands Development Authority. The site was sold to Versus Limited, Benton Properties for €42 million in 2004 and had planned to develop 67 apartments, 2 houses, 13,284 sqm of office space, as well as retail and leisure facilities on the site. The property collapsed in value by a staggering 84% following the property market bust, from €61 million in 2007 to €9.9 million in 2009, according to accounts filed by Versus with the company's office. Versus owes parent company Benton €15.8 million. The National Asset Management Agency took control of the site in late 2012. On 19 May 2014, it was reported that Google was considering the derelict site for further development of the company in the area. However, this plan did not come to fruition.